revolution.
Bookmarklets on standby.
Log online, fan page loaded and ready.
Player stats, loaded. Health check, go.
Weapons check. Eyes check. Complete.
We have launched for the Informant podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, welcome everybody to the 100th episode of the Informant podcast. We have no idea what we're going to do tonight, but it ought to be enjoyable and fun nonetheless.
Exactly.
It's hard to believe we've done it 100 times.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh, God.
Couldn't resist.
No, that was
Just counting.
I think tonight we're gonna obviously cover some game stuff, obviously, because there's plenty of that going on.
What game?
The Mafia Wars 2.
Farmville.
Yeah,
And then
this is the Mafia Wars 2 podcast.
Oh, okay, good. I'm right there.
We're all quitting Mafia Wars and we're going to start playing
And
Mafia.
apparently there's some uproar in Farmville, so we could go over that too.
Farmville?
That's the word.
They're having the same issues that we are. It's kind of funny.
They're frustrated over events.
They have event fatigue as well.
Oh, well.
Yep.
Exactly.
I got a couple of things to cover in Stockholm tonight, because obviously the big thing that's going to come out as a result of timing to the show is the toolbar will be released probably, sometime tomorrow when the show airs.
Awesome.
So that'll be out to the general public, and that'll be fun. And the other one is, I don't know if we've posted it yet, but it's one we probably ought to make available for a lot of families that now share war posts links with their own families to try to prevent them from being snatched up by the Autobots. We've got a small spocklet called the war poster, and we've been using it.
Small spocklet.
Yes, that's what I said.
She said.
And in our so we have this spocklet called the war poster, and it's very simple and easy to use. And what it does is it looks at all your groups, and then it lets you post your war, the war that declare war in whatever group you want to. So if you're going to share it only with your family, then you can publish just to your family wall. So it makes it nice that if you don't want your, to publish it out as a main link on the main, feed for everybody to snatch up and your war's done in 2.5 seconds, and you want to share those rewards with your family, then this is a great way to go. And hopefully as they release new levels of wars, then that'll be, pretty handy. So, and then
It's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice little tool. Now,
I don't know what I would do without it at this point.
Now let me think if there's anything else, because I think that's probably the two things I wanted to cover, and I know we're going to have a long show, possibly a long show, so I just wanted to make sure I got those couple of things out. And
Awesome. What's going on with you, Jen?
Same old, same old. Too much stuff to possibly cover. And the
I
time
know.
allotted.
So you're not going to cover anything?
Nothing.
No, I'll cover a few major things.
This and that.
Right off the bat, I would like to correct myself from the last show. I did not know what the term internet meme was, and I called it a meme. So if you all think I'm stupid, I was at the time, but now I know.
She's been educated.
Yes. So that was referring to the crates. One thing that everyone seems to be having issues with, but I think they'll figure it out, is for some reason Zynga changed the time on your daily take and your free gift limit when you hit the 200. It used to reset at 12 a.m. your local time, and now it's resetting at 12 a.m. Zynga time. And I don't know if they intended to do that, if it was a mistake and they'll move it back, but a lot of people aren't too happy about it. And for a while they thought they were missing their daily take, or I think it's nicer to start things out at midnight and then you have your whole day. You don't have to factor in time zones. So I hope they change that back. I live in Zynga time, so it doesn't bother me, but it's affecting a lot of people, especially on the other side of the world.
You live in Zynga time, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Las Vegas is in the same time zone.
Mm-hmm.
So
She can't help it.
that
It's just the way it
that
is.
might affect your gameplay of what the certain times you do things. You'll have to get back on a schedule for that.
Unless
And-
you're sleeping during those hours and it doesn't
Right.
matter anyway,
Yeah.
like some people.
Well, I like to get everything done right at midnight, because if I don't do it then when it's quiet, I'm not going to get a chance to get to it.
Right.
The really big news to Zynga. I don't know about to us, but we're coming on their 3-year anniversary. So every day they're giving us a free gift at midnight, their time. And the first day we got a gun, it was like one of the Chicago weapons. Stats weren't that great, like 72.
Weak.
Yeah. So we're like, oh, maybe they'll get better every day. So the second day comes around, and it's a bulletproof vest.
Weaker.
With stats of 5 and 8, and you can buy it in New York with New York cash.
Really lame.
So, yeah, it's like a big joke. Everyone's kind of getting a kick out of it. So I guess for that, it was more entertaining than the first day. You know, the first day you're just like, oh, that sucks. It could help somebody. Like Chester, maybe. But
Possibly.
the stab-proof vest isn't going to help a soul. And I don't know what and it makes you wonder. And then to make it even more comical, with these free gifts, if you really like it and are into it, you can buy another one for 15 reward points. And you can buy the stab-proof or bulletproof vest for 15 reward points.
What is it, stab or bullet?
It's bulletproof, I'm sorry.
I bet you'll also bring a knife to a gunfight, won't you?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I
just
bring
making sure.
501 weapons when I go to a fight.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I don't know if they just don't know the game and they think, oh, people might want one of these, and not realize that you could have 1 million of them if you wanted. Probably 1 trillion of them if you wanted.
They may as well give out parade balloons.
Trillion.
I'm sure they will. A parade balloon has higher stats.
I know, isn't that sad?
So it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, it's something free. You wouldn't be getting it anyway, so it's really not a big deal. But it's just like, well, what are you thanking us for? Are you really trying to get us to go to this Mafia Wars 2?
Well, no,
I get the feeling they are.
what they should have did was they should have created a collection, and then if you play every day, then you get every element of the collection, and even if it didn't have any stats, you'd at least feel like you accomplished something.
Right.
Yeah.
They missed the simplest things.
Right. You have good ideas, Pete, and I wanted to touch on the fact that, remember 2 shows ago where you and Chester had an elaborate conversation on what would be better with the family battles?
Were we
Yes.
drunk?
Might have been.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't here for that. I don't remember
I
elaborate.
interrupt them. They wouldn't stop. They would
We were on a roll. We had all kinds of options on the table.
And the show is actually shorter than this whole conversation that I had to interrupt because I had to go. But what we got is on shut up. They announced on Mafia Wars Live and on their blog post this and next week that all they said was the family battles were going to be tweaked, and we had listened to your feedback. And I could guarantee 100% they listened to the show and heard your ideas, and I bet you we're going to see some of the things you two discussed.
I hope so. That'd be nice.
What the hell were we talking about?
We talked about
family
the
battles,
idea of
about
making
opt-out
them.
options.
Yeah, they start immediately. There's no bantering back and forth on whether or not you accept or you don't accept. If someone
on.
declares war on you, it's on.
Oh, yeah, so...
And then the other one I said, which I'd really like to see, and I kind of think of it like playing air hockey. You got 7 points. If you've beat down another person's wall seven times to 0, where there's nothing left, then the war should be over.
Here they go again, Jana.
Okay, no, yeah.
But
By all
anyway,
means, if it's rubbing off on Zynga.
but anyway, I just thought that it would make some sense to have a way to get out of a war if you're getting pelted to death.
Right, because I've seen that, and they're...
And Chester had a
kind of
great
weird.
idea too, which was the throwing up the white flag. There'd be an option in there to just bail
I
out
bet
with a
we see
white
that.
flag.
Well, isn't that what
that
we
may be the
talked
more
about?
common, but yeah.
Wasn't
But
that
the
one of the
prob- yeah.
original ideas on the
Yeah.
table?
Yeah, that was when Chester was there. I think even when we were at Zynga
Pat.
headquarters, it was there mentioned.
But I think they're going to have to do something with timers and points and all that, because one family could, have a battle with a fake family, like an energy account family.
Oh, you're right.
And keep raking up mastery. But the thing is,
There's there's no prizes.
the rewards aren't. We're like our family. We haven't even done that many. So they really need to offer more incentive, and maybe they will.
I've been enjoying them. I think they're kind of fun. But the incentive would be nice, too, that you're... Like, I thought we were going to get badges or some sort of...
Well, we do get badges.
Yeah, but they're
they're
really
lame.
cheesy. Yeah.
We don't need no stinking badges.
There's something cool.
But there should be some kind of, like we have with declaring the declare war feature, you get some kind of prize for winning a war. there should be something comparable.
Like different tiers.
Yeah, you know, each war you win, you get an option of some type of loot. And maybe that's what they're going to tweak too. I don't know, but
Or even if it was part of your family mastery, you know, of the progression.
right.
Yeah, because that's gonna, be the longest hurdle for families. is to get to
Especially
level.
when it doesn't work daily.
Oh, that's so
Exactly.
annoying. It's still going on.
Every other day for me.
Yeah, every day you see 4 or 5 people in your family, because we have like a spreadsheet or a post where everyone needs to comment when they finish.
Uh-huh.
And every day, without fail, it'll be 5 or 6 random different people saying mine didn't reset. And I said on the last show, like, I didn't even bother writing customer support because I was irritated. Well, then I had time, so I wrote to them, and they haven't even written me back or compensated me.
I wouldn't either.
I don't
You
know.
really wouldn't either.
And kind of big news for the trading world, but it's not really as great as it sounds unless it comes out in the game differently. But they did announce that this coming week that all the gifts, all the loot items with stats of 85 or below will be giftable. But
Oh.
it was like last time they made it 65 was the cutoff. Well, when you think about it, between then and now, the loot item stats per average went skyrocketed. So, when your best weapon out there is like 110, what's the 85 gift going to do? And you say, well, it'll help lower level players. Well, we don't have that many lower level players.
No, a handful.
And everyone wants the best loot. That's what you strive for. So they really need to come up with something better, I think.
Yeah, it's too
I
little
know
too late.
Yeah, people are happy they're doing that, but they all say the same thing. It's not enough. Give us something that's going to be worth something to trade. Because the
Right.
trading sites, they all did such great work establishing these sites and maintaining them. And the field's just been dead. And it's all because of Zynga.
Zanga or Zynga?
She's
Zynga.
gotten really good at saying Zynga.
I have.
I don't think the fans like that.
So hopefully we'll see something better than just a random cutoff number. I don't think that's a good way to do it. Maybe have your second best loot, like make all this Brazil loot giftable because Chicago's out now. Now, granted, we only had the first 3 districts open. There's 2 more districts, so you're not going to see anything great in these 3 districts as far as loot and experience ratios. Although there's 2 jobs in the second district that have a experience energy ratio greater than 2.0. And it's kind of scary too. The last job of District 3, like the energy cost is over 900, and when you think there's 2 more districts to come, and then
It's
they'll
gonna be
probably
ridiculous.
they'll probably do like the 3 more how they've done with every other city.
It's nuts.
So it'll be interesting to see. And we also have 3 new properties and 2 more to come. And so far, everything is identical to Brazil. So I'm hoping those last 2 properties will also offer energy and stamina.
Me too.
But knowing Zynga, like they'll probably one will generate health or something lame like that.
Hmm.
But
I hope
we'll
not.
see. Now, it's a good idea. These property parts, which we talked about on the last show, they are giftable. You can use the Linkinator as for free gifts, but they're also giftable from one person to another, like the regular gifting system. And you need quite a few of them. So even if you've upgraded your 3 properties to level 10, you're going to have 2 more in the very near future. So you might want to start collecting these gifts. And they do drop in jobs. Like I would estimate maybe 1 or 2 a day will drop from a job. So if they do take away the free gift option for those, we're all screwed. That's why you should be collecting them
You're
now.
screwed.
We're all screwed. In one way.
You're screwed. I don't collect shit. I don't worry about all that crap.
Well, you
I
don't
just-
like to have a
Baby,
fully.
I just want to kill.
That's all he cares about.
Just on a killing spree.
That's right. That's all I do is I whack people. It's
It's his
simple.
therapy.
I don't give
Yeah.
a shit about jobs. I don't give a shit about I gotta get this mission and that crap. I just want to kill somebody.
Right, and different types of players. We're getting another limited time upgrade property.
It
What the hell's
figures.
that mean?
Don't hold your excitement. The
Like
lame properties we have to
Tad's
upgrade
gun-
them.
Gun shop.
No,
We
that
were
crap
told
that
there
I'll
would
never
be
get.
3, and it looks like they're going to give us a new one every week.
Oh dear.
I know.
What about
They
the icing
really
events?
don't want people to play this game, do they?
The
No.
icing events have gone to 1 every other week.
Okay. All
So
right.
That's
I'd seen some rumors about them stopping, so I wasn't even sure. There's so many rumors floating around this week.
And who cares? I mean, you're going to get that many ices in 2 weeks anyways.
How many ices?
1,500.
Holy crap.
Maybe you won't.